So we're gonna get started by just spraying the Got To Be glued freeze spray right across the edges of my hair, and underneath this cap I went ahead and slicked back the front of my edges and the back at the nape of my neck, just so when I put up in a ponytail, you know, my little curls back there are not showing out. And I did go ahead and spray a little extra around the ear tabs. And you notice I did cut my ears out. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this on other videos. This does help a lot with getting the cap pretty close range to around my ears. And I'm using this comb and just trying to make sure that the cap is flush to my scalp. So I'm blow drying this on cool, pretty close to my ears. This is not too difficult on this part. It's not really much to explain. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep on alternating that back and forth between my ears. And yeah. Next, here's the unit up close. This unit did come with the lace tinted a bit. I went ahead and added makeup to it. And I did add some beautiful highlights. However, the front of the hair, the curls were damaged a bit, which is a little bit shocking because the curls in the back were just as bright, but it didn't damage. So that's that. I did a little bit plucking around the edges. The hairline wasn't incredibly thick, but it was a little bit on the thick side. And you can see right here, I'm just hot combing the edges back just to get all those hairs out of my way before I get ready to install this unit. And here I have the wig kind of from another angle, just showing you the inside. It is a 13x4 lace front unit. To me, the wig sizing for my head size, I know I have a big head. However, it does come a little bit small. So even if somebody had a small head and they have a lot of hair, it'd be kind of an issue. Next, you're going to see me go ahead and using my 3D contour palette to color my cap closer to my skin tone and do the same thing to the unit. Then I'm going to go ahead and add one of my favorite parts, which is this scalp protector that I got from the brand Walker Tape at like this hair store nearby my place. And I'm just going ahead and applying that around my edges. And I do this twice only because I like to make sure that I'm not getting any breakouts or anything from wearing the unit, depending on how long I have it on. Then I'm going to go ahead and add in about 4 layers of glue, depending on how long I want to wear the unit. And how thick the lace is how many layers of glue I put on my wigs. So after that dries pretty clear, and I'm pretty sure it's very tacky, that stage, like right when it first dries, is the best to add your wig, especially when you have makeup on the lace, because it's a little harder for it to melt. I went ahead and cut this wig, the lace, into like 2 slits, so it's in 3 sections now. As you can see, when I put it on, you can see that it's split up, which makes it a little bit easier to lay down, and I can be able to adjust the unit how I would like. Like I said before, this wig was a little bit small, so a little trick I have is I kind of cut behind the ears on the lace wig, and that way you'll be able to see in just a second what I mean and what I'm explaining to you. But because the wig is so small, it's kind of pulling on the edges because I put my glue a little bit further up than my hairline. So as you can see, I was kind of struggling a little bit. You can see the cap, which means that the wig had needed to be pulled down a little bit more. It needed to be pulled down a little bit more, and it was a bit of a struggle for me because the wig size was not the appropriate size for me. This wig, I did not see it in different cap sizes, so I would be unsure, or I would be lying to you if I told you I didn't know if it comes in a different size or not, but I didn't see it for myself. So yeah. And When I pull on this side, of course the other side lifts. Yeah, if you use a stronger glue like Walker tape, it usually won't lift and it's not as bad. But the makeup barrier, as well as this glue not being as strong as Walker tape, kind of created an issue. So here's what I was talking about, that little trick when I cut a little bit where the track and the frontal meets on these pre-made wigs. That's where I cut, so it's kind of similar to like a frontal in bundles, and that gives me a little bit of leeway to pull the wig down, a little bit more space. And that even then still wasn't 100% suffice for me laying the wig down comfortably, because anytime that the lace is pulling, it won't last as long and it'll lift very fast, especially when you have makeup on the lace. So I went in with some free spray on my ear tabs and just sprayed it down, kind of like I was putting my wig down with Got To Be spray, and that held it a lot better than just the glue alone. So I love the way this color came out. However, the damaged curls is a bit of a annoying thing for me, but we're just gonna move forward. So after touching up the edges, any parts that are lifting up until this point, I went ahead and laid some extra glue under the lace, and now you're gonna get to see me up close to my baby hairs. I'm going for a middle part, so I'm just trying to angle where I would put my baby hairs at. I use the She's Bomb glue. I love that product, works for me the best, and I just top it off with a little free spray on top, blow dry it on cool, and I move forward. Yeah, I know my scissors are a bit janky in this video. I couldn't find my right scissors, so had to use those. I usually prefer a razor comb as well when I'm doing my baby hairs, but that's basically it. So yep, we're just doing our baby hairs now, parting them, trying to see where I'm gonna have each swoop basically.